Hey, YouTube Rando here. We're getting set up to do the 24-hour prepper challenge. No power, no lights for 24 hours here. It's the prepper challenge for July, August. I think they ran it halfway through July and maybe through the month of August. I'm not positive. I'd have to go back and look at her video. Armed Rogue does the prepper challenges now, and she just had a baby, so Prepper Potpourri took over this one. But I think Armed Rogue is going to be doing them again after this one or whatever. I'm not sure about that. Again, you'd have to check. But we decided to go ahead and do this one. And right after I said I was going to do it, I kind of regretted it because I started thinking about it, and it's July, end of July, beginning of August right now. It's the hottest time of the year around here, and we're in Texas. So you're looking at, it's going to be probably low to mid 90s outside. Humidity's insane. The only good trade-off is that it's raining right now, so it's actually cooling down a little bit because it's raining off and on. But the problem with that is now we can't open up all the windows in the house because it's going to get, it's going to rain inside the windows. So it's kind of a trade-off. It's cooling down, but it's real humid, and we can't open the windows, so we're not going to have a good breeze rolling through here, and that's a problem. But I went ahead, I talked to the wife, I told her what I wanted to do, and she agreed. The kids aren't here this weekend, it won't be driving them crazy not having power, so we'll go ahead and do it this weekend. It's just before 4, let me see, it's 3:45 right now, so we're going to do this. We're going to start it at 8 o'clock. After she gets home, we'll cook dinner. We'll take our baths, and then we're going to fill the bathtub so we can still use the toilet. We'll just have to fill the tank on the back of the toilet out of the bathtub, and we'll have our showers done, and then we'll have dinner cooked, and we usually don't eat breakfast and lunch, so we won't be cooking again until tomorrow night around 8 o'clock. So it's going to line up perfect with the timing. So we don't have to go, 24 full hours without eating. We got snacks and stuff. If we get hungry, we can eat before supper. So we're not going to be doing any cooking in this challenge. We're just going to see about, pretty much it's going to be 90% lights around here, lighting the house up. So what I'm doing is I'm taking out, I've got all my battery banks going. I'm topping off my phone. As soon as she gets home, I'll top off her phone, make sure it's topped off. I topped off the battery bank. I topped off the Goal Zero battery bank, and I have that solar charger, and this is a solar charger as well in case we do use them, which I doubt we will. This one will probably get used on the tablet just so I can keep it going, although I'll top it off as well. And then we topped off the all the 18650 batteries and all the AA batteries and all the AAA batteries, and then I have flashlights that I'm going to fill with those batteries. But the 18650s can be used as a battery bank with the through night charger. So we have plenty of power for the phones. We should have enough for the tablet to be able to record anything. We have drinking water, bottled water of course, but I'm going to go ahead and fill some of those disposable canteens up, and I'm going to fill the water tote up just to have extra water, just in case, dogs need water, something like that. We have water on hand for, kind of like utility water, but it's going to be tap water, so it's drinkable. We're not going to turn the power off to the house, and the reason we're not is because we have a deep freeze, we have a refrigerator full of food, so I don't want to take the chance of stuff starting to thaw out. So we're not going to turn the power off to the entire house. We're just going to cut all the lights, fans, all the accessories, all that stuff off. I might go out and cut the breaker off to the living room, cut the breaker off to the bedroom, and that'd be it. I'd have to leave the kitchen going. We can turn the light off in there, but we got to leave that refrigerator and deep freeze plugged in. So I guess we're kind of cheating. We're not actually turning the power off. We're just not going to use it. And actually, we have a lot of practice at this because our power goes out around here quite often. I've said that before. It's one of our biggest problems around here is keeping power. And it's not us, it's the power company. They supply power to the refinery, they supply power to us. If they have to choose between the two, they're going to pick the refinery every time, which I don't blame them. There's they have to have power to the refineries. But even when all the little neighborhoods around the refineries lose power, the refineries always have power. They have backup power and everything else. And I thought about actually taking out a generator and trying to run it while we sleep, so we can sleep with an air conditioner. And the only problem with that is I have neighbors, and the only generator I can run that's quiet is my Honda Super Quiet, and I need to do a carb job on it. It's not running very well. So the other two generators are extremely loud. The 10,000 watt generator, it's a welding machine. It's an old Lincoln. It's super loud. And then the other one's a 3500, and it would be perfect for the air conditioner, but it's loud as well. It's one of those cheaper Harbor Freight ones. And then we have a little 2-stroke one we could break out if we needed as well. But again, 2-stroke, it's loud, and it wouldn't run a generator. Would not run a compressor, sorry. Air conditioner, refrigerator, things like that, it just won't run it. Actually, it won't even run a microwave. It's just too small, but we can hook our TVs and stuff up to it. But we're just going to live without that stuff for the night. Like I said, we got our phones, we got our... I just thought about something. If we cut off power to the living room, we're not going to have internet. That's really going to suck. Yeah, we're probably not going to cut power to the living room because we got to have something to do. We got to have internet or something. And I got, like I said, I have movies and stuff we can watch, but they're all on the TV, and we're not going to be able to use the TV. So, I don't know. I might upload some movies to my tablet so we have something to do tonight, and that'd be it. Because about 8 o'clock we'll cut the power off, and we'll do it for 24 hours. But we'll be ready for bed about 11, midnight, 1 at the latest. We'll be asleep by 2. So we don't have to go that long tonight without power. It ain't going to be that bad. It's going to be tomorrow because she's off and I'm off. And we're just going to be stuck in the house with no power, and that's going to really stink. So, this is just a horrible, horrible time for us to do it. It's actually the best time for us to do it because we don't have the kids. It's just going to be it's going to be miserable. I can tell you that. We've been without power and without fans and without air conditioner and all that stuff during hot months, and it's not fun, man. So 8 o'clock we'll come back, we'll show you where we're at, and we'll start turning stuff off. Alright, so we're getting our water ready right now. So what I did is I filled up 6 of the M48 canteens. So we have 5 more of these sitting in the bathroom sink ready to go for utility water, whatever. We have plenty of utility water in the bathroom because we're going to fill the bathtub, like I said. Put a little bucket there so we can make sure we can fill the tank on the toilet, so we can still use, the sewage system. This should be enough water. Come on, cat, go. This should be enough water for utility anyway. Washing our hands, things like that. We'll probably go ahead and eat and then wash the dishes right then before we cut the power and water off. And we're not actually cutting the water off either. We're just not going to use it, We'll have plenty of water ready to go. We shouldn't have to wash any dishes, anything like that. So we should be good on water at least. I'm fixing to do a video on this Reliance water container. We did a video on it a long time ago, did an unboxing on it, and I wanted to wait till I used it. So we'll probably finish it up tomorrow because I'm going to go throw this thing on the concrete, or just kind of drop it and see what happens, see if it explodes. Find out. I'm just curious to how well they hold up or don't hold up, so we'll find out though. Let me see, what else do we got to do. I found a couple of more solar flashlights. I'm going to go ahead and put them out in the sun right now to let them, charge as much as they can, and then I'll crank charge the rest of the Energizer, and then I have a few more that I need to deal with, a few more flashlights. Just need to make sure we have enough light for tonight, which I know we do, but I would hate to run out halfway through the night, so we're going to make sure we have plenty enough light, We do have plenty enough water. I'm working on light now, and then like I said, we'll do dinner and everything, and we'll come back and cut the power off, and we'll do a couple of videos and tell you where we're at. Alright, just so y'all can see, I am a little behind schedule, but not too bad. It's 8:04. It's still light outside, so it's not super dark, but I will, let's see, now I see I turned it off and I put this somewhere I couldn't see it. Turn on the 18650 desk lamp. This is what I use every night, so I talked to the wife about it. She's not going to do it, so how we're going to do it is I'm going to hang out in here. She is going to have running water, so if I have to use a toilet, I'm going to use a toilet. What can I say? But I'm not going to drink any of it, and I'm not going to, I could always fill it with the, fill the tank on it by, you know, manual or whatever. But we're not going to be using any electricity for the next 24 hours anyways, and it's already kind of balmy in here. It's a little warm already. It's probably, I don't know, mid-80s outside, and I'm more of a 70-degree kind of guy. That's just where I like it. So we're not cutting the electricity off to the entire house, so I'm just going to hang out in here in my little area and sleep alone tonight, because I'm not going to sleep with the wife, because she's going to be sleeping in the air conditioning, and I don't blame her. You know, I forgot she has to work in the morning anyway, so she's not going to be able to do it. She's going to be tired, and she's going to want to take a bath and all that stuff before work, so it is what it is. We'll update you here in a little bit, or in the morning maybe. Nothing happens tonight. We'll come back sooner or later. Alright, so this is going to be a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. It's getting late. It's about midnight. I am profusely sweating. It feels like it's a hot box in here, like 90 degrees. I got the window open. There's no breeze kicking for some reason now. It wasn't like that when I had planned on doing this. You can see it's still lit up in here. It's not doing it justice on the camera here, so if I defuse it a little bit and kind of let it bounce off my hand, it kind of represents how bright it is in here. It's about that bright. Everywhere, though. This 18650 is still kicking good. I've been using it off and on. I've been watching my phone, watching YouTube, and then I watched a little bit of Netflix. But it's getting kind of late, so I think we're going to crash, and I'm going to attempt to do it without an AC. Like I said, I'm already sweating, so I don't like it. I already want to go take a bath, want to go take a shower or something. Just cool down a little bit. But we'll come back in the morning, update you, let you know how the night went. Alright, YouTube. It's 2:30 in the afternoon, next day. Obviously you can hear the air conditioner in the background and the lights on. I'm going to have to label this one a fail, man. I finally fell asleep last night about 1:30, and about 4:30 I got up and was stuck to the damn sheet that covers the chair in my recliner. I didn't want to lay in a recliner, it's a leather recliner, so I throw a sheet over it, and I was just drenched in sweat from head to toe. So I immediately jumped in the shower, cleaned up, and then came and crawled into bed with my wife, where it was nice and air conditioned. So you know, I thought about not even doing the video. I thought about just blowing it off, but why not show the fail? You know, I did fail, I'll admit it. I could have been an a-hole and hit it and said, oh, you know, I made it and blah blah, but then that takes away from the people that actually succeeded with this scenario, or whatever you want to call it, test. It takes away from their success. You know, when somebody lies and says they succeeded. I did not succeed. It was just too hot. This Texas heat got me down. I did learn some things, though. You know, every time we lose power for more than 24 to 48 hours, it's because of a hurricane, tropical storm, tropical depression, whatnot. That time of year, it's always hot. It's always muggy, humid, just horrible weather. And during the day, we're always fine. You know, we you sweat, you do what you got to do. We always have natural gas. We've never lost natural gas during a hurricane, so we can still take baths and whatnot. And then we crank on the air conditioners at night because we only run one compressor at a time. So we'll run like the refrigerator, or we'll run the deep freeze, or we'll run the air conditioner, but we don't run all three at the same time on one generator at least. If we do that, we have more than one generator going. But if it wasn't for the generators, man, I wouldn't even be able to sleep at night. So definitely need to stock up on some fuel, things like that, because our generators eat fuel. I've showed them before. We have a 3500 small gasoline. We have a small 2-stroke. My brother's got a Honda Quiet, and then the big one we showed, that's a welding machine. It's a 10,000 watt generator. It'll actually run all the compressors in my house at one time, except the air compressor. I don't know about that, but I've ran the deep freeze, the refrigerator, an air conditioner, and then all of our little stuff like TVs, fans, stuff like that. So it's a pretty good sized generator, but it was definitely a lesson learned. I think I would have made it just fine if I could have cranked up one of the ACs, but like I said yesterday, I'm in a neighborhood. I can't just crank up a generator in the middle of the night. My neighbors may get annoyed with that. If everybody loses power, everybody around here is running a generator usually. All my neighbors have generators. We all keep a little bit of, fuel stored. Worst comes to worst, one of the neighbors bum a little bit of fuel off of you so they can run theirs for a little while. So, but I guess I'm just going to label this one in the title, fail, because it was a failure. If we ever do this again, I'll try it in the wintertime next time when I know everything's going to be fine. I never get too cold, just always too hot down here. So that's going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching, YouTube.